Hi you guys, I am currently at the Gungahlin Raiders Club and I have recently met up with the parents who are part of the parents group. There were online classes, as you guys know, because I was telling you about it, and then it's kind of like an extension from that where, you know, it's led by parents. And I love the fact that I made the effort to come today. I was a little bit anxious, to be honest. I really didn't know what to expect, but I made it. I loved it. All the parents just were so easy to talk to. And now I can sit here, relax, seeing as Celeste is in the pram having a sleep, and have a hot chocolate. I cannot remember the last time I've had a hot chocolate. It's been a while. But I love the taste of a little bit of frothiness in my mouth. And you know, it is afternoon, almost coming up to dinner time, so why not have a hot chocolate before dinner? This morning I was filming on Facebook, a Facebook Live. I didn't get the chance to actually, you know, film a video of me doing the Facebook Live with this camera. That was a little unfortunate, but people will know who saw my live Facebook video that Celeste was being a little bit needy this morning. She needed a lot of attention, a lot more than usual. Don't know why, but she has her rights. She's allowed to be a little bit needy. And it just meant that I was having to juggle a fair bit of filming and doing my makeup. And I just thought, you know what, doesn't matter. We'll do another video of my live videos in the future. It's not a biggie, not a big deal. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it does actually say 4/23. It does actually look really good. Like they've done a really good job of that. You're in the shadow. That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like,
Today in theory should be 4 months old now, I think.
I'm the one that's doing
I wanted to show you guys my mini shopping haul today. While I was out and about, I decided I wanted to get these headbands over here. I just love having scrunchies handy, and then some green clips, earrings, a green necklace. I haven't found that anywhere else, so had to get it. and then some more earrings up at the top here. I'm wondering if you can see some kind of color theme happening. I also treated myself to a new skirt, and it's also green. It was from a shop called Ali, and I was so excited because it was supposed to be about $32.99 Australian dollars, and didn't realize that it was actually on sale, so I got it for half that price. But as soon as I came home, I was surprised to find this on the back. So tomorrow, after I go to church, we're going to have a swing by trip to Belconnen Mall and get that removed, because I ain't doing it at home. Hello you guys, I'm just filling you in about what happened yesterday and today. So as you could see in the video, I was filming the fact that I had a hot chocolate after meeting up with some of the parents from the parents group, and it went really well. And being at the Gungahlin Lakes Club, it was actually a really lovely time to also spend with my husband and my daughter, and the three of us basically had dinner there afterwards because we didn't really feel like cooking. I didn't feel like cooking, and that's okay. Sometimes you get days when you just don't feel like it, and we have actually, as in Greg and I, we've actually had dinner at the Gungahlin Lakes Club before, but unfortunately last time... Sorry? What did I say?
Lakes.
Okay, sorry. The Gungahlin Raiders Club, they're completely different. See, my husband needs to be here to correct me on these things. There's the Gungahlin Lakes Club, and then there's the Gungahlin Raiders Club. And we have had dinner at the Gungahlin Raiders Club. But last time we went there, unfortunately, you know, the food wasn't that great, in that we possibly had food poisoning. Not nice. So why did we have it again? Well, this time there's been a massive change. By the way, my husband's so kind enough, he's making me a cup of tea, so excuse the sound of the boiling kettle in the background.
That was like 5 years ago when we last did it.
Well, there's been a change of chefs and different staff, and even the way it's set up, it's completely different. I mean, I don't think they would have even had a parent sort of area like, you know, they had this time around. So it's changed, and we were so thankful to have our meals. As you can see, I filmed a little bit of the meals that we ate there last night, and yeah, we were pleasantly surprised. Thank goodness we got ourselves a membership, so we look forward to some more trips back to the Gungahlin Raiders Club in the future. Then today we went to Adore Tea. That was the three of us, because it's just one of my favorite places to have tea. You get so many different choices, even though I kind of am going through this phase where I'm just in love with the hot chocolate tea. And so they have about 3 or 4 different flavors of the hot chocolate tea. I think I've had chocolate vanilla. Today I had a chocolate mint slice. Oh, that's so delicious. So I filmed that as well, and you may or may not have seen that they have a little tea light underneath, which makes it a very unique place to go to when you have your tea. So it keeps it warm as you're drinking it with the little tea light underneath. And something that's been long awaited, we finally got that done today. While my mum was here back in January this year, yeah, I should have actually filmed this photo frame before I took it in to get fixed, but the glass had broken. So while my mum was here, she was going to go with us to get it, you know, fixed up, and we actually forgot to take it with us the day we went to Adore Tea when she was here. But today we remembered to take it with us, and here it is. I believe it is from Malaysia. So I've got like these wooden pieces of artwork from Malaysia, and now that this glass has been fixed, I'm looking forward to finding a place to stick it up on the wall in our house somewhere for memories and just the sake of keeping the beauty of Malaysia alive in our house. And after, well, actually during the time we were in Gold Creek, that's actually, by the way, some of you may remember going back, and I can always like link the video, is where Greg and we got married, was Gold Creek, and we got married at the Gold Creek Chapel. So that's exactly the same area that we went to Door T today. We just love how quaint it is being there, and it's so funny to think that, you know, back in 2018, that's where Greg and I got married, and now it's 2022 and we have a 4-month-old baby. So it's just incredible how these miracles are happening. And talking about my gorgeous baby who's verbalizing and jumping around on her bouncy chair, she's like a freaking magnet. We were out and about today with, you know, having a Door T, and then while we were there was a woman there. I think she even offered to hold Celeste, I heard, because Celeste was a little bit attention seeking. She needed something, and Greg was there looking after her. But yeah, this woman next to us, she was with her family, it looked like. She didn't seem nervous at all to talk to us, and said to Greg that she'd be more than happy to hold Celeste because she was just absolutely enthralled by our daughter. Seems like it's just a trail of attention that she gets wherever we go. And then while we were there, and this was, thank you so much, honey. See, he's just made me a tea in a little thermal cup. While we were there and waiting for this photo frame to be done, we went into this crystal shop, and these two ladies were again in awe of Celeste, wanting to know how old she was, and just came over to the pram to look inside and talk to her, and just absolutely gobsmacked by how tiny our daughter is. And if you know our story, and I'm more than happy to repeat it, I have done a video about my birth story, but if you guys are interested to know, Celeste was born at 2.51 kg. We were very lucky though that she was more than the amount she could have been kept at nursery. If they're any smaller than 2 kg, they go to nursery and are looked after from there. You can still visit them as a parent, you know, being that guardian of your baby, but I can't imagine how that would feel, because I know how relieved I was to know that Celeste was big enough to not be in nursery. And that meant that after I gave birth to her through my C-section, Greg was with me, and he looked after Celeste for the first couple of days because physically I was unable to do that. When you have a C-section, I think some of you are aware, you can't get up for the first 1 or 2 days. It's not that you're made to lie down, it's just that what you're attached to, you have a catheter in you, and you know, you have tights on to help your blood circulation. You're basically not physically able to get out of bed. And with my story, I actually had to have a blood and iron transfusion because I lost a fair bit of blood giving birth to Celeste. But honestly, I'm very grateful of my birth story with Celeste. She's turned out beautiful. She's an amazing baby, and we were very lucky. Obviously, Greg was an amazing support system, and the people at the doctors were really helpful as well. The people at the hospital, I mean, were very, you know, they gave us everything that we needed, and we're here today, and you know, I couldn't really ask for much more than that. while we were in this crystal shop, which honestly, I was just going in there to have a look at things, I hear this familiar voice call out to me. A lady that we knew of at the last place we were living at, and I recognized her face immediately. She came over to us and started chatting, and what's really great now is that we have each other's contact numbers. It's funny to think, why didn't we do that while we were actually in the same, you know, place, living there? I think at the time she was considering to move, so I didn't actually know if that ended up happening, and that's what we were talking about today, her and myself. It sounds like she hasn't moved, she's still there, and she's mentioned that in the future would love for us to all catch up back at that place and where she's living. When I say that place, it's one of those buildings where they really help out people who have low income, people who are possibly homeless, those who just need that extra support when they're starting to find a house. And of course now Greg, myself and Celeste are in a house. We're very fortunate of that. Also thanks to Greg's parents, that's the reason we're living in this house. But before that, this building is where we were living. And so this lady that I bumped into, it was kind of like we had this small community. We knew a couple of people who lived in the building. There was the security downstairs. It was almost like living in a hotel. You would go in and say hello to the security guard, or not, just sort of sign in, let them know who you were, and if you live there, they would have an idea. They've seen you before, I'm sure. But there were a couple of times when Greg would come over and he would need to sign in, to the point that he just ended up moving in with me anyway. It was just easier that time. Celeste is at a stage where she's able to just set up her own music. I think she just bounces so hard on this bouncer that it just starts by itself. It's really quite strange. Greg, I think she's trying to tell you she wants to get out. She's doing the whole pushing herself out. Can you check if she needs a nappy change or food? I'm not really sure which one comes first. So we bumped into her. It was really nice actually, because you know, things have changed since we last saw each other. Now she knows we have a baby. Last time I saw her, we didn't have a baby. So this is all, you know, new stuff. A friend of hers I knew as well, just a little bit, not very close, but now she also has a baby and a husband, and it's great. It's, you know, life moves on and such incredible changes happen. Greg, just do it now, please. Don't be on the phone for ages. She's trying to talk to you. And then we were just about to walk to the other side of the shops, and this, I'm gonna say, grandmother approached us. She was just sitting down under a tree at a cafe and was asking us how old Celeste was. And then we just had this conversation about her having grandchildren, the fact that she loves grandchildren but doesn't love them when they're teenagers, and Celeste is obviously far from that age, so we have that yet to look forward to. That's years down the track. And also she was just absolutely adoring Celeste. That's basically what everybody thinks. She's adorable, she's cute, she's tiny, she's all this sort of stuff. And then it must have been a friend of hers, of this grandmother, came over and stopped to see us and said that Celeste was daddy's girl. People still seem to think that Celeste looks like her father, but that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion about who she looks like. But even, you know, even yesterday when I was at the parents group, one of them mentioned that I do actually have, or Celeste actually has my eyes. So yay, at least I've got something there relating to the way that we look. And then yeah, these two grandmothers were going on about my hair color, and then talking about you know, the fact that I'm looking to change my hair color. But I'm not going to tell you guys as a secret. Actually, to be honest, I'm not 100% sure, but I am going to change my hair color in the next couple of weeks, so you'll hear more about that. It's been a really great last couple of days. There's been a lot going on. Come here, sweetheart. Yeah. Oh, baby. Oh, yo. Oh, yo. Yeah, Mama's gonna cut Daddy's hair, okay, sweetheart? Okay. What's gonna make a mess? I'm thinking, how am I gonna catch it? Your hair. Okay, so it's just the bit around your ears, is it?
Whatever, just make it look neat. That's all.
Can you just tell me what I'm doing?
Just make the hair look neat. I don't
around
care.
the ears and the back, is it?
Do around the ears, the back, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Do whatever you want.
Okay, Greg, just literally keep your hair on. Just calm down, will you? I'm trying to stop. We know what happened last time. Just relax.
Oh my god, my hair!
Honey, don't turn and look at me when I have scissors, please. I don't know, Greg. It's hard to know what to...
That's good enough to me.
Right. You want the back done?
I don't care. Just do what you want.
No, I'm not doing what I want. I'm doing what you want because you asked me to cut your hair.
I said just make it look neat.
Yeah, well,
So that means just do whatever you think looks neat.
I am, Greg. God, I just didn't know you could be so bossy about this.
I'm not being bossy. I'm just giving you free reign just to make it look neat.
Last time I cut hair, they told me Edward Scissorhands had touched it. So, I don't want that to be the case with your hair. And that was me cutting my own hair.
I fixed the bag.
I don't know what else to do with it. Oh, there's more, is it?
Like just basically just go around the ears. That's all.
Oh, she's rolling over. Roll over. Roll over. Yes, no, what? Feel?
Yeah, it feels good around the ears. Could you do the same to the other side?
Check the other side, touch it. I did do the other side.
There's a bit there.
Okay. See, that's the thing. You say, do what you want, and then it's like, no, actually, don't do what you want, because you have a special way of wanting it done. Okay. I know she's hungry. Can you just have a look, please, Greg? I've got to make sure she's settled. That's alright, baby. Baby hungry? Yeah, she's hungry. Okay.
Alright, that'll do. It's good. Thank you.
Okay. Pause the camera, please. Red button. This is the evidence of Greg's hair that had been cut out. There was quite a bit of hair that I cut. It's been a long couple of days, you guys, and I still have an early morning tomorrow, so I will be letting you go and talk to you again soon. Bye bye.